just can't stop, won't stop hustling. But I just
Holla, holla. What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of the Black Abstract. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you have been here and rocking with me, salute. Listen, they just announced the Verzuz. Well, not just earlier in the day they announced the Verzuz. I was a little busy, but man, I was waiting for another Verzuz. And I'm not going to say this one is anticlimactic. It wasn't what I was expecting. But Fat Joe will be facing off with Jeffrey Atkins, who also goes by the name of Ja Rule. Now, if you don't know, let's get a round of applause for that. We can get a round of applause for that. Now, if you don't know, these people dominated like the early 2000s, especially Ja Rule. Fat Joe was another one. And Fat Joe is a force to be reckoned with. And Ja Rule was a force to be reckoned with. 50 Cent came through and crushed the buildings. And we all know the story of how that ended. This is going to be interesting. Both are native New Yorkers. Both are, I believe, still good friends. And nobody knows how to tell a story like Ja Rule and Fat Joe. I seen a live where Ja came on Fat Joe's show and they were sharing a story about this place in Brazil called the Pavilions. I guess it's these projects, and this shit was hilarious. It had me in tears. But let's get into this. How do we feel about this? So listen, this is what it says on Billboard.com. It says hip hop icons Ja Rule and Fat Joe are set to face off in an all new Verzuz battle on September 14th. That's right, September 14th. The friendly competition will take place in person, live from New York. Tickets will be available for purchase beginning Tuesday, September 7th. So you can buy tickets to this if you want. And it's called The Summer Ain't Over. Swiss Beats wrote on Instagram revealing the news. In a separate announcement post on Instagram, Ja wrote, icon. Meanwhile, Fat Joe captioned his identical post. The price just went up. Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. Listen, I seen in Fat Joe's eyes when he was at the Jadakiss, I knew he had something in the works. He had the eye of admiration, and he had the eye like, listen, I need to be where that is. Fat Joe gonna get on there and get his flowers, because a lot of people have been sleeping on Joe. Joe gonna come in here ready to go. Ja Rule is natural showman, great entertainer, a lot of energy, still healthy to this day. So Ja Rule's no slouch. But there only could be one winner. And I know what y'all say. Why we gotta compare? Why can't we? Because that's what it is. It's called Verzuz. And somebody say, "Oh no, it's not the artist versus the other artists. It's their verses. Like their verses. Like the verses they rap." Shut the hell up. You shut up. No, it's verses. Like they're versing each other. I will reach to this camera and slap you. Don't ever say nothing that stupid again. All right. So yeah, tickets go on sale if you want to buy. It doesn't say where tickets go on sale at. I'm pretty sure you can find them somewhere. Over the course of his decade-long career, Ja Rule has released 8 #1 Billboard Hot 100 singles. Whoa, that's a lot, including Always on Time, Rich and Gashanti. Listen, Veni Vidi Vici is a classic to me. That was Ja Rule's first album. Before he completely switched it up. After that, he went more pop. But Veni Vidi Vici will always have a special place in my heart. I think that was a classic. I think Fat Joe Don Cartagena album was a classic. That'll always have a place in my heart before he switched it up and went pop. So it's crazy to see these artists go take these turns, these dramatic turns, and go chasing hits. And but listen, I didn't really like Ja Rule when he was popping. I didn't, because it's like you watching somebody go from a street rapper to this poppy rapper that's singing, who don't got really a singing voice. He got this growl. Oh, what would I be without you? I didn't like it. I did like that song, but he had a couple of joints. I did not like that time. I'm sorry. I didn't like no music around that time. Nelly was popping. I couldn't stand none of that shit. When 50 Cent came out, I was so happy because it was time to hear some gutter shit. Then Kanye West came out with the backpacker type shit right after that, and is making good soulful music. But dude, it was a time period from like, I would say late '01 to 2002, and that was like the worst time of music, man. I mean, it was horrible. It was great if you was partying at the clubs and whatnot. I wasn't quite in the clubs yet, so it was great if you were doing that. But dude, oh my god, shake your tail feather, and oh my god, I hated this shit. I hated it. Even Fat Joe, what's love? I used to. Oh my goodness, that time was. I don't even want to think about that time period of music. That was the horrible time period of music. To rap enthusiasts like myself. But Fat Joe, who began his career in music as a member of Digging in the Crates, released his debut solo album Represent in 1933. His single from the album Flow Joe reached #1 on the Hot Rap Songs chart. Ja Rule's collaborative hit track New York featuring Fat Joe. I'm curious to who gonna play New York because they're both featured on it, but it's Ja Rule's song, so I would think Ja Rule obviously will get that. But if I'm not mistaken, and I know how this plays out, they probably perform the song together at the end. That would be the smart thing to do. And hey, bring out Jadakiss. But yeah, Ja Rule's collaborative hit track New York featuring Fat Joe and Jadakiss was a top 30 Hot 100 song and peaked at number 27 on the list in 2004, where it charted for 14 weeks. Hip hop fans could catch the newly announced Verzuz battle between Fat Joe and Ja Rule, 9 p.m. September 14th once again, which will be available for live streaming via the Triller app, Fight TV, or on the Verzuz Instagram, where I like to watch it from. I like to read the comments and all that good stuff. So, who would I think is going to win this? Both got a span of hits. Both are no slouches when it came to hits. I think ultimately it comes down to who made the hits consistently after the decline. And I got to go with Fat Joe. I think Ja Rule had some bigger hits maybe, but as far as consistency, I think Fat Joe has had consistent hits. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one, though. This will be a tough one. Because in terms of street music, I think Ja Rule might slide him if he want to throw some street shit on. But then again, Fat Joe got big pun. He got big pun verses. He can play deep cover. Or the Don Conagina song with Diddy. Or Johnny Blaze with Raekwon, Nas, and Pun. And I'm going to go with Fat Joe. I'm going to go with Joe. I think Joe got this. He got All the Way Up, which was his I think his most current hit. I think Joe got this, man. I think Joe got this in the bag. And it's just due to the fact that he's had a longer career than Ja Rule. Ja Rule stalled out because of 50 Cent and that whole G Unit debacle. But I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Let me know what you guys think. Put your comments below. Who do you see winning this versus? Will it be Fat Joe? Will it be Ja Rule? Cash App is down below. You want to take some bets? There's nothing. Put the money on the table. Put the money on the table. But till next time, peace, love, prosperity. One.